Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Bolly, and today I'm going to be talking about a very sensitive issue which has been like moving in our own communities, and I thought let me just cover a topic about it. It's on the losses you can go through in cheating. I think in all the things, our society has made it that there's a certain lifestyle which a man can live or a woman can live if they are not satisfied or they are willing to be satisfied somewhere. But guess what? I think I've got a different view on this one, because if anything we do, we consider the value of that thing which we want more than ourselves, it's most high likely that we end up losing who we are in the process. If either we have too many beliefs on religious practices, or even lose our own judgments, our own, judgments which might help us, even in making things to appear better in yourself. So the same is true in relationships as well. According to my own view, I think the issue is not about cheating, it's the value you give to whatever experience which you are looking for, or the outcome which you feel might be better for you at that moment. But now, if you are the center of your decision, then it comes to the losses which you can have, when you go through that process. I can say I'm one person who's so qualified to talk about failure, because I failed dismally in my life. I failed as a young person. I failed, in character, in behavior, at school, and in every way you can think of. I did that. And I know the value of working hard on yourself. I know the value which it carries, how it gives the esteem, how it builds the self-esteem in yourself. So much that, to me, when I hear issues about someone who has cheated, and especially someone who's got a lot to lose, I mean, everyone has got a lot to lose. It's either you lose your health, you will lose your dignity, your integrity, you will lose your trust in a relationship. All that are those things which are so important, so fundamentally important in our relationships, in our own lives, and especially when it comes to your integrity as an individual. What is it you're aspiring to do? So, talking from experiences in losses, at that moment I didn't have anything to lose, because I didn't know the value I had until I failed in every area. That one day, when I went to collect my results as a young girl on my O levels, you know, I realized that I was just having two subjects to myself. And I looked at myself and asked myself, who am I going to be after all this? You know, after all has been done, I had justified every reason for me to fail. But at the end of the day, the results didn't lie about myself. You know, it didn't have anyone's name on my results, it didn't have anyone's name except myself. It was a moment of reality that I had to take myself accountable. So today, I'm just going to talk about the losses one can have in cheating. Not only is trust important in a relationship, it is the fuel that leads the relationship. So when someone does that, not only have they contravened everything they ever promised to that person, there are some assumptions which we carry in a relationship, the things we assume that they come in package with our love package, things like trust, things like you do things which are of my interest. So at the end of the day, whatever someone does, it will impact on yourself. Why? Because your value towards a relationship would have been built in a way that it can only make sense if a certain aspect has been met. Fun enough, relationships, they've always been taken in a way that, men can cheat. It has been accepted societal in the society, but is it true? Does it make it true? Does it make it well to do that? Does it promote on your integrity? And anyway, especially if you're a person who knows what they'll lose, you know, it's so painful to hear that you can choose to have a value over addictions. It can be substance, it can be sexual, it can be anything which you value more than yourself, for you to enjoy a certain feeling for a moment. Do we stay in a moment though? Yes. To me, I can say when we look into all these things, it goes beyond just a decision making. It goes beyond just excitement and fun. We are talking about the consequences of that behavior. Like I told you, then I didn't have anything to lose. Today, I have a lot to lose. Why? Because I believe I'm a brand. So I think if life is taken in that aspect where we can value what we have, we'll learn to value the things which we need to change. There's nothing wrong in realizing that in your relationship there's a certain aspect which is lacking, but it can be spoken about and be addressed. Fun enough, in cheating, that person will go and work towards another relationship, not the one they have, because they've given up on it. But unfortunately, the other person who's waiting on you will be just continue anticipating that maybe one day the relationship may change, even on themselves. They have a certain value which they will be regarding highly more than themselves. Because sometimes the risky behaviors the people will be doing can put you on a risk yourself. Is it really worth it? Do we fight for marriage? Does marriage fight for us? Do we define marriage? What is it all about, these relationships? What is very important in life to you? Is it so much important that you don't value yourself? You don't value the efforts you've put on yourself? I wouldn't know. But today, I just came live to say, what is worth to you? Are you worth yourself? Do you have a value on yourself? Do you have integrity for yourself? Before anyone can hold you accountable to have integrity towards themselves, how much integrity do you have for yourself? Do you have any boundaries upon your life? Do you believe in everything the society say this is it, that you follow it so much that you lose everything you ever had? The things you've worked hard for in your life, what is it you will lose in that decision which you're making? If I'm to ask you that question today, when you're about to make a financial investment, you would think twice about it.